Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve. For today's video, it is 9:30 in the morning. Got my coffee ready and we are going to tackle this fireplace transformation. Hold on, I have to get my cat out of here. So if you're familiar with my channel, I did have a faux beam up here that was literally just like a 90-degree wood angle. So at first glance, it does look nice. It looks like a brick fireplace. However, it's just paint on here. So we are going to finally invest some money into this fireplace and make it a really nice project. But first things first, I want to remove this existing mantle. I have no idea how to do this, but I have a crowbar and a hammer, and we're gonna try our best. The different materials that I'm using for this project. So if you do need to remove an existing mantle, you're gonna want a hammer, one of these. I think this is like a crowbar. I'm not certain, but I feel like it is. I will insert a clip of the brick that I'm using. It is from Lowe's. It's called Thin Brick. I got mine in the color Carbon. It's a really nice like palette of neutral colors. It is very thin. It's just I really like that wash. You are going to need thin set to attach your brick. I got mine in gray. You can really get it in whatever color you want because this is just going to help attach this to your existing fireplace. So this is from Home Depot. Then you're going to need grout. And I got mine in the color white. You can go on Pinterest and figure out what color grout lines you want. I chose white, and this is also from Home Depot as well. I did purchase this like silicone piping bag to put the grout in because I'm not interested in smearing grout all over the entire brick surface. I'm just gonna grout in between the lines and kind of like pipe it in. So this is from Home Depot. And then to attach the brick, they say to use like a grout knife almost, but they were like $10 and I was not interested in using that. So I just picked up plastic spackle knives, and these are like the exact size of my brick. So I'm just gonna use these to put the thin set mortar onto my bricks and attach. And then this was in the tile aisle at Home Depot to polish and clean your brick after everything is said and done. Also, if you're ripping off an existing mantle, you need a blade to remove the old caulk. So I'm gonna go get a blade. All right, so I have a razor blade and I'm just gonna go along the edges of the mantle and make sure I cut through any existing caulk. Freaking anything, okay? I don't know if I can lift this because I'm pregnant, but oh yeah, we got it. Okay, Bryce, you need to calm down. Woo! I feel so empowered right now. Okay, guys, we are making really good progress. I am so proud of myself. I got all of these finishing nails out off camera, and instead of going to buy wood to level out this marble, you can see the brick would not line up. I'm going to try to remove this marble so that I'm just attaching brick to drywall. And then I'm gonna leave this hearth on the bottom because it will just make my life easier. So, I don't really know how this is attached, but it's already seems pretty loose, so here we go. We're just winging this too. All right, so I'm gonna find the center of the wall, and that way every other row will have a straight line going up. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about in a second, but I'm basically just gonna measure from the paint on either side. It's about 58 inches. Hey Alexa, what's 58 divided by 2?
58 divided by 2 is 29.
Okay. So we're gonna go over 29 inches. Beautiful. I'll do the same up here. Oh, that didn't work. Then I'm going to use my level and go up. Okay, that's center. So then basically you're going to work out from the center with your bricks. So here goes nothing. And I do not have a tile cutter at the moment, so I'm just gonna do all of the full pieces first, which probably isn't ideal, but I have to go pick up a tile cutter from my in-laws, and I just don't feel like doing it yet, so I'll go get it at some point today. And we'll just do all of the long pieces for right now. All right, just gonna take a little scoop of the mortar. And just spread it on. So I'm not gonna make this video like an hour long and you just watch me lay brick, but I cannot believe how beautiful this is coming out already. I do think I need to go get spacers because the weight of the bricks are kind of sagging as they dry. So I decided to hold off on the vertical space and I'm gonna finish up here. But I am through one whole box. I have another box in my car. I'm praying that 2 boxes will do it, but I'm not hopeful. But this looks so beautiful. I am ecstatic. My godsend of a sister brought me some spacers. I didn't even know what size to tell her to get. I'm like, just pick one. I am not very picky at all. And honestly, that's gonna be beautiful. That fits just fine. I'm really not particular when it comes to doing DIYs and stuff like that. So we're gonna continue on with the vertical space now because the spacers will be able to hold them a little bit better. It looked like the weight of the brick was kind of making them sag. So we are gonna continue. So this is the tool that I use to cut the bricks. If I'm being honest, it's not the safest route, so I probably wouldn't recommend you use this tool. However, there are some tile cutting tools you can purchase from Home Depot, Lowe's, but it did get the job done. I did not film it, but this is the tool that I used. Okay guys, it's the next morning. I ran to Wawa, I got some coffee in hand, and I am motivated to finish this project today. It is Sunday, and I really want to finish this today. So yesterday, I just spilled coffee all down my arm. Yesterday, I finished up all of the brickwork, and I did watch some tutorials on grouting and all of that stuff. So I will link the video that I watched as like a tutorial. It was super easy, quick explanation. And I'm basically going to put the grout in the piping bag and just work in small sections, let the grout really harden, and then brush it off with my finger and like smooth it out. So we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna start in small sections and just try our best. And in the video, the grout does look like it gets real messy when it dries and flakes. So I will just keep my vacuum near me and like vacuum up all of the dust. Ooh, I like the way this feels. I'm literally just gonna put the smallest little chunk in there because I've never done this before. So I don't know where I want to start. I am not the type of person to ever like go in order of things. Oh, this is gonna be not fun. Why is this so thick already? Is this like not able to be bagged? Watch. This is hard as hell to squeeze out of the bag. Oh my God. All right. This is like the worst tutorial ever. Don't watch my video for a piping tutorial because I am struggling. But you know what? We're trying our best. You know what? I've never done this before, and oh, it's got a huge clump of gravel on my floor. Put a tarp down in your house, or your husband will kill you. Okay, I'm gonna need my dogs to get away. You have to go. You have to go. You have to go. You have to go. I'm gonna continue to do this, okay? Just find another tutorial on how to pipe and grout, okay? Thank you. All right, so the grout has been drying, and I'm finding I kind of just like pushing it into the seams here, and then like all of the excess will kind of just flake off. But I just like this pressed look. I don't want my bricks to turn white. I like them this color. I know a lot of people will smear the grout onto the brick, but I am just kind of like pressing, rubbing off some of the excess with a glove. But you want to make sure you let your grout sit for a little bit before you start messing with it, because it does like crumble right off if you don't let it set for, I would say, at least like 10 minutes. So this is kind of how it's looking, and I'm really loving it. It's hard to explain how to age a piece of wood unless you just go for it and do it yourself. Honestly, the more nicks and dents you put into your piece of wood, the older it's going to look, and that's the look that I was going for. I wanted an aged old beam type of look for my mantle. So I picked up this piece of wood at Home Depot, and I have a flathead screwdriver and a hammer. Those are tools that almost every household has, easy to come by. And I just started scraping into the wood, putting long lines into the wood, dings and dents, really digging into the piece of wood. That's gonna give you that really aged look. This Minwax Early American stain is my absolute favorite to use on wood. So I have that from Home Depot, and I did this on a day that it was raining. So I set everything up under our cabana in our backyard with an N95, and I got out there and started staining. And I wanted a lighter wood, so I only did one coat, and you just do your coat, wipe off the excess, work in small sections, and then the key is to dip a Q-tip into your stain, and then you're going to highlight all of those little dings and dents that you did. So you'll kind of fill in the holes and the gaps and then wipe it away, and it will darken all of those dings and dents that you put into your wood and highlight them and really give them an aged effect. So when it comes to certain projects and certain parts of projects, I will ask my husband Nick for help, because something like this, I wanted to make sure that we were really drilling into the studs correctly, because this is a mantle and I wanted to be able to put heavy items on there. I did not want it to fall off of the wall, and he is just better with using certain tools and the saws and all of that stuff. So he did help me with the beam part of this project. I'm going to link the tutorial that we followed in the description down below. We didn't really get into detail in this video because the tutorial that I will link is ideal. It's short and sweet, to the point. But basically, we got a piece of wood, I believe this was like a 2x4, and used the chunks to use the smaller chunks to be like the support brackets for the beam, and the 2x4 got drilled into the studs in the wall. And then the beam that we built is basically a hollow 3-sided box that will just slide right onto the 2x4 with the supports and get nailed in with our brad nailer. Okay guys, I am so excited to reveal the fireplace to you. And here she is in all of her glory. She is finished. I am so excited with this transformation. We did have to spackle both of the ends on the side of the beam where the existing mantle was. So eventually I will sand that down and repaint, but I am loving how this turned out. I've been having so much fun playing around with different decor and finding different pieces to put up here. It's so lovely to have this done. I'm so elated. I could not be more proud of this transformation and just so excited that it's finally done. Really was such an easy project. I cannot recommend this thin brick enough. It mounted so well. It has been very secure. Truly highly recommend. And not to say like, yeah, a girl can do it, but it's not like a difficult project. I don't think, besides the beam, like you don't need like a strong man or anything like that to help you with it. It was a very simple project in my opinion. I don't want to say it was affordable. I needed 3 boxes of the brick and they were about $80 a box. So I'm not gonna list this as like an affordable fireplace makeover because the brick is a little expensive, but for a DIY project that you didn't have to pay someone else to do, I am thrilled. I still want to clean up this area just a teeny bit. It got a little messy, but you know what? I just love it so much that I haven't even really paid attention to that. Wanted to show you guys a close-up of the beam and how it looks in the house. All of those like scratches and nicks in it just make it look so worn and old. I am just thrilled with how it came out. I know when you're like aging wood, it can feel weird, like, is this gonna look right? But trust me, just ding it up, just go to town, and it will really come out like an aged beam. And I am just so excited with how this turned out. I hope you guys also think it looks good. I'd love to know your opinion. I'm really debating painting our walls again to Alabaster by Sherwin-Williams, which is like a creamy white. My husband's gonna kill me, but I'm really feeling like I should do that. And I'm also feeling like I should paint my corner cabinet white again, because now I feel like with the corner cabinet, the wood, and the darker tones here, and the wood here, it's all just a little bit too much wood. So I feel like this should be white. Also, I was vacuuming, so my chairs are up here on my dining room table, but let me know your opinion. Let me know how you think the fireplace turned out, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.